The city's Bridge Home Shelters opened a week ago. Matthew Tinchavez with LA's Homeless Services Authority says the outreach teams have been rounding up the homeless people signed up since.
You're right in Union Station, so people take the train, they take public transportation throughout the city, so sometimes they're not going to be in this general area all the time.
Tinchavez says his outreach teams know the homeless people who've lived in this neighborhood.
They haven't actually encountered people from other parts of the city, not yet.
Tinchavez says a few people are already on track to move into more permanent housing in the next month or two. In LA, Chris Ancarlo, KFI News.
Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh and the woman who says he assaulted her when the two were teenagers will appear at the same time before the Senate Judiciary Committee Monday. President Trump says Kavanaugh's confirmation will be delayed a little bit as the Senate goes through the process.
I think it's important. I believe they think it's important. But again, he is one of the great intellects and one of the finest people that anybody has known.
Republican Senator Susan Collins says she spoke with Kavanaugh Friday and he was absolutely emphatic. The allegation is not true. UC San Francisco will take a closer look at e-cigarette effects.
The university has been given a $20 million federal grant to study health impacts of electronic cigarettes. Tobacco companies have been touting the new products as lower risk than regular cigarettes, but public health officials say those claims are not backed by science. The UCSF Center for Tobacco Control Research and Education will study how the flavoring and other components of e-cigs affect the lungs and cardiovascular system. The grant is from the National Institute of Health and the FDA, which just last week gave e-cigarette sellers 2 months to prove they're not selling to anyone under 18. Amy King, KFI News.
A video game could be causing some marriage problems.
A report from Divorce Online says fans of the game Fortnite are so addicted to playing, their personal relationships could be suffering. The Battle Royale game has been named in more than 200 divorce petitions in the UK. Divorce Online says addictions to online activities like games, porn, and social media have been blamed for about 5% of the UK's divorce filings so far this year. Deborah Mark, KFI News.
And to the Korean Peninsula, developing news where South Korea's president has arrived in Pyongyang for a summit with North Korea's leader. They're trying to break a deadlock in denuclearization talks between the U.S. and North Korea. Traffic from the helpful SoCal Honda Traffic Center. Crash in Industry on the 60.
Eastbound side, right before Nogales, left lane block there. It's going to add to a tough ride from about 7th. Early overall, you're seeing patchy slowing coming away from about Atlantic. Eastbound 10 slows down from about City Terrace Drive on over to Azusa, and the eastbound 210 is going to be patchy coming out of Pasadena from just about Mountain on over to Azusa. Checking in now with Mike O'Brien, KFI in the Sky, looking at the drive in Brea.
Northbound side of the 57, starting to hit the brakes just out of Brea there, pretty much through that Brea pass up to the 60 merge. That's going to be a challenge. The 60 eastbound, same kind of stuff. That's going to be loaded up right out of East Los Angeles. You're pretty much on the brakes most of the way into Diamond Bar. Injured in an accident? Visit superwomansuperlawyer.com. Mike O'Brien, KFI in the Sky.
KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Jay Olin.
This hour is sponsored by the one we trust, attorney Sweet James Berger.
We'll check that forecast next.
Car care with a higher level of care.
We bought a used car and stopped in to have the tires checked. Mike not only assisted us, but spoke to the service manager at the dealer to explain they should have replaced the tires. The dealer paid for 4 new tires and an alignment. Mike took the time to care and will be customers going forward. Signed, Donna G.
At Mountain View Tire and Auto Service, our family cares for your family's cars. Find your location at mountainviewtire.com.
Repairs, towing, wasted time. Your car's an expensive headache. At this point, that stupid thing owes you money. Let LemonLawBoss.com put California's super tough lemon laws to work for you, so you get the refund or replacement you deserve. It's so easy. As few as 2 visits to a repair facility can qualify a car as a lemon. Win or lose, you'll never get a bill. Don't wait. For a fast and free case evaluation, visit LemonLawBoss.com right now.
LemonLawBoss.com. We get you paid.
Level of care.
Elio is my hero. I live in San Diego and will drive the 60-plus miles knowing I'll be taken care of. Signed, Lisa V.
At Mountain View Tire and Auto Service, our family cares for your family's cars. MountainViewTire.com.
Striking them repeatedly with a baseball bat.
KFI Financial Report presented by Spectrum Business. The Dow closed down 92.5 points. S&P lost 16. NASDAQ down 114 points. Gold off $2.20 to $12.03 an ounce. Oil down 27 cents to $68.64 a barrel.
Time Warner Cable Business Class is now Spectrum Business. The best value for your business. Call 866-432-9413 to switch to Spectrum.
I'm NBC4 meteorologist Anthony Yanis with your First Alert forecast. A big night in LA with the Emmys, and we have some excellent weather this evening featuring clear skies and a mild feel. Tuesday isn't much different with seasonable temperatures and sunny skies. There is an elevated fire threat in our mountains because of the low humidity and strong winds. Anthony Yanis, NBC4.
78 degrees right now in Irvine. It's 85 in Brea, 71 in Redondo. It's 86 in Santa Clarita. We lead local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Aaron Bender. KFI AM 640's Conway Show. We have a breaking news here. Smoke seen for miles in Glassell Park. There are a couple of buildings that are fully engulfed and huge explosions in those buildings. I don't know if this is affecting traffic at all, Angel Martinez, but... Angel not here, Jay Olin.
Jay Olin. I'm Jay Olin. Is Jay Olin with us?
Hello. Is Jay there? Jay is not here. He might be out.
All right, let's find out what's going on with this fire. We're looking at it on Channel 2 here. Let's pop that up, Curtis. What's happening?
But even this afternoon,
our buddy Stu.
Yeah.
Right there, there's still a lot of heat being generated from these flames. These guys, the firefighters, the men and women of LA City Fire, they know what they're doing. They are the professionals down there. But that yard next door, you can see, it's when we first arrived, it was a bunch of small spot fires. It is definitely spreading over there. And a separate engine and truck have been dedicated.
For people that don't know where Glassell Park is,
so they're definitely
it's off the 5 and the 2.
As well.
There's one of the best King Tacos in the world is right there
for another,
on Cypress.
A couple of hours. LA City Fire really have
the
their
2 is at Glendale Freeway.
Try to avoid Glassell Park, especially the 3500 block.
That Glendale Freeway that dumps into the 5 from the 134.
Glendale, thanks for that.
That is a huge fire.
Here, but of course, we'll be coming back to you throughout this newscast. But right now, a devastating
the fire. The fire is a big story. Hey, man, who's the news director over there, huh? 9,000 fires, 9,000 people fight this fire, and there's another story going on? Come on! No. All right, let's find out what's going on over there. Maybe Channel 7 has a little taste of it? No? Everybody's ignoring this fire, right? Except us.
Yeah, and Channel 4 doesn't even have news, right?
No, man. Channel 5, what do they got going on? No, Channel 5 has the red carpet and Henry Winkler and Sam Rubin. All right, well, a fire up in and of itself. But nobody's reporting on this fire. Glassell Park, huge deal. And everyone's family feud. They've got other news going on. This is not the story is in Glassell Park. Back to Glassell Park. And then they're talking about 2 other fires that started earlier. In Griffith Park, I saw one of them. I saw the early fire. I was up to the early show on that. I didn't see the second fire. I saw the first one. And man, oh man, everybody's bailed now and gone to other news. That's crazy, right?
They only got a half hour. You got people waiting to go live. Let's get them in.
Yeah, but I mean, if you were the news director, don't you stay with the fire? If you were the news director, and you're a professor, right?
I stay with the fire.
Sure, you do.
But what's the... At least through... Let's sweep through 10. Let's sweep through the A block.
Right.
And cut to commercial and then come back with...
What's the reason to bail on the fire, in your opinion? You teach journalism.
We've got a lot of stories to get to in a finite amount of time. This is not like a 10 o'clock newscast, or it's not like those 3 hours of news that Channel 9 does from 8 to 11.
Right. All right. So what are the other stories to get to? Tom Arnold got in a fight.
You've got this reporter waiting live, so you got to get her on. Then maybe you go back to the fire instead of running a recorded piece later.
No, that sucks. All right, we're going to, as soon as the fire comes back on one of these stations, we'll hit it again. But there's a story that happened, I don't know if you were familiar with this, but it happened out near you in Santa Clarita, Bender. By the way, nice to see you back.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
All right, but this is every parent's worst nightmare, that somebody comes and tries to grab your kid, and you may never see that child again, right? Everybody has had that moment, either at a Target where, your child is slid under a clothes rack and you couldn't see her or him or them or it, whatever. But whenever, Bender, you've had this, you have 2 kids, you've had it 100 times in your life. Where you're at a restaurant, you look around, your kid's not there.
Oh, it's happened many times.
And you try
Usually
not
it's
to
like
panic.
a clothing store.
Right, and they get in the middle of the clothing store. Right. And you try not to panic and look cool, but you're panicking. You know?
Yeah, it's
And
happened
then-
at amusement parks too.
Right. And then when you find them, you have to tell them that they did something wrong, but also hold them tight, knowing that they're still with you. It's an odd sort of dance you got
to find the balance between making sure no one finds them ever again, and everything's cool.
That's exactly right. All right, let's get into it here. This happened in Santa Clarita. I know we have a large listenership up there in Santa Clarita, so let's get into it and find out where this lunatic was trying to take this child.
It's just, I don't know what's happening.
A mother and her 2-year-old daughter were in this quiet Santa Clarita shopping center when police say around 11 o'clock Monday morning, a man came up from behind and tried grabbing the little girl. The mother noticed and quickly swooped her up in her arms.
Wow.
The man fled the area.
It's terrible. Can't understand it. Don't know why anybody would do that. Crazy people.
He said it right there. That's why.
Crazy people.
Crazy people.
The girl's mother called authorities. Santa Clarita Sheriff deputies found the suspect, Michael Starr, nearly a mile away, somewhere near his tan.
Oh, I know a guy named Michael Starr. It's probably a different Michael Starr, though. But I know an actor named Michael Starr. There's no way it could be the same.
Starr, nearly a mile away, somewhere near his tan motorhome on McBean and Valencia.
Nah, Michael Starr, I know, doesn't have a tan motorhome. Plus, he'd never do anything like that. That's crazy. They shouldn't be allowed to use celebrities' names if a guy gets nabbed for doing something wrong. They should have to change his name so the celebrity is not hooked up with it.
The mother ID'd the suspect. Authorities have a warning for all parents, no matter how safe they think their neighborhood is.
You got to pay attention to your surroundings at all times.
Yeah, we get it. We get it. We get it.
You got to pay attention to your surroundings at all times. You always want to be aware.
Here comes a cliche fest.
You always want to be aware of what's going on around you.
That's the same thing. Hate to say it, gang, but you doubled up there. This
You got to pay attention to your surroundings at all times.
is the same as this.
You always want to be aware of what's going on around you.
That's exactly the same thing. That's exactly the same thing. Let's see if he triples up.
Oh, Channel 2, back with the fire.
Back with 2.
No, it's just a tease.
Oh, that sucks. Get back on that fire. 2, 4, and 7. Or we'll go crazy on you. Fire's the big story.
And not be paying attention just to your cell phone or to whatever you're doing, and to be mindful of your children and where they are.
Okay. The guy said it 3 times. He said the same thing 3 times. Be aware of your surroundings. Here's the first time.
You got to pay attention to your surroundings at all times.
All right. Pay attention to your surroundings at all times.
You always want to be aware of what's going on around you.
That's what that means. Same thing.
And to be mindful of your children and where they are.
Trips.
Starr was arrested for attempted kidnapping. Many customers relieved the man is behind bars.
I'm just very proud that we have a great sheriff's department and they took care of it, and everything is okay with this family.
The sheriff's department looked through their entire database. They say they didn't see Starr's name mentioned even once. Reporting from Santa...
You think that's the same as, you're not mentioned like an IMDb of criminals? Like they all have their, the best of, and they all have their ratings. And if you're not on, you're like, oh man, that guy's a rookie. He's never had anything. He's never done anything wrong.
Sheriff's department looked through their entire database. They say they didn't see Starr's name mentioned even once.
There should be an IMDb for criminals, right?
Reporting from Santa Clarita, Serena Adam G, Fox 11 News.
Yeah, Serena Adam G.
Reporting from Santa Clarita, Serena Adam G, Fox 11
Triple
News.
G, they call her Triple G. Hey, Triple G lost that fight on Saturday, right?
Triple G lost.
Oh, that
Canelo
sucks.
with the victory.
But they said, I didn't see it. I don't know why I missed it, but I did. But that was a draw, that fight. Did you look at it?
I didn't see any of it, really. I saw some updates on Twitter, but a lot of people said that the first fight should not have been a draw, and it was.
Right.
That this fight should have also been a draw because it was just that close.
Right. Did you watch it, Curtis? Curtis is in for Mondo. Did you look at it?
I won't disclose how I watched it, but I did see it. I think they're setting up a third one. They really want to milk this thing, so I'm not surprised if they actually...
If they what?
Did some funny... It was a pretty even fight.
Where'd you see it, though? You talking to the mic there, bub?
On a stream.
Thanks, man. You saw it on a stream?
I don't know if I want to disclose how I saw it.
You saw it illegally? All right, what's wrong with that? You're out there breaking the law on the weekend. Who cares?
The scofflaw.
Yeah, did you see it, Belia? Did you look at it?
I
The
did not.
Triple G fight? Triple G! I got a picture of me and Triple G.
What are you doing with your hands when you do that?
Raise the roof with Triple G.
Do that again. I want
Triple
to see.
G!
I thought that was fashionista.
No, come on. That's not even close to fashionista.
What's
But
fashionista?
fashionistas, shaking the head. Fashionistas in the
it's
house.
like a little bobblehead action.
Yeah,
It's on.
Oh, here we go. Channel 7. All right, we guilted them into going back to it. Here we go. Channel 7. What's going on with this fire?
It's Channel 2.
Or Channel 2.
Road. Now, the fire that we're seeing right
San Fernando
now,
Road.
City Fire is
Crank it up.
Getting a good handle on this building. I only described as a two-story industrial building. We read the signs. It appears to be some sort of party rental type of storage area.
Oh,
so there's
no.
probably a lot of chairs and other
Party
items inside
equipment.
there, tables and etc. Things you would use
Helium
for a party. Now,
balloons.
this fire was
Helium
explosive
tanks.
Oh, could
earlier
be.
on.
Helium's hard to come by these days.
Yeah.
Hazards. Nearby buildings apparently had some hazardous
There'll be no parties
materials
tonight, kids.
in them, and they were concerned about that. Power lines were falling down as the firefighters were battling.
Somebody's
these
wedding
flames.
is going to be
In the
screwed
end,
this
though,
weekend.
No injuries to any firefighters as of yet, but the fire, if you think this is big, believe me, this is actually a much better picture of what was going on. LA City Fire's been out here for quite some time. They've got a lot of the other fires. There were other small fires that were popping up in the yard next door. You can see all this area right now, just a lot of smoke, but this firefight will probably continue for a couple of hours. San Fernando Boulevard will be closed both directions in the neighborhood of
Tough
the
to get to
3500 block of North San
King
Fernando
Taco
Road.
with that
Right
road
now,
closed.
No civilians injured,
Priorities,
no
right?
firefighters
I
injured.
guess.
This firefight definitely continuing out here in Glazell Park. Live in Sky 2, I'm Stu Mandel. Pat?
All right, that's on San Fernando Road. So if you need to get to, there's a great King Taco on Cypress. So to get around it, take Eagle Rock South, Eagle Rock Boulevard South. That'll get you around San Fernando, and then stay on Eagle Rock until it turns into Cypress, and then it'll be on your right-hand side there in Cypress. It's what's the address there? It's like I don't know, 1118 Cypress Avenue. And so you got a detour around that stupid fire and get yourself through. That's the best. I think that's the best King Taco in Los Angeles. Although there's another one pretty close by on Broadway, on Broadway, that's pretty good too. Broadway and I think it's Griffith or Johnstone. But it's right on Broadway, right off the freeway. Those are two good King Tacos. There's another one off the 60 freeway that right off the 60 freeway.
At least one business is on fire in Glacell Park, and it's not King Taco. Could be a party rental spot. People at Dodger Stadium can see smoke behind left field. McDonald's workers in L.A. say cooks and cashiers will walk off the job tomorrow to protest sexual harassment. The workers are calling on McDonald's to form a committee to study widespread harassment claims. Workers plan to walk out in 9 other cities around the country. We'll check weather and traffic next.
All right, Cunning Dental. They had a fantastic turnout for that big seminar on Saturday, this past Saturday. So, attaboy for all the listeners that got out there. And they are fantastic. They're now celebrating their 50th year in business, if you can believe that. Grand opening of their new San Diego office. To celebrate, they're offering you a $500 coupon to be used on permanent teeth in a day procedure or other selected dental work, right? A $500 coupon. That is huge. This affects your personal life, your professional life, your health, everything. Cunning Dental to the rescue. And they can take care of all your dental needs. Now with 3 offices. One in Irvine, one in Montclair, and the new one in San Diego. So come in for a free lunch seminar this Saturday at their new San Diego office and swoop up that $500 coupon. You're going to get a free exam and a free CT scan, a free lunch, and a $500 coupon. Man, oh man. What else can they give you? Huh? 888-640-SMILE. 888-640-SMILE. 888-640-SMILE, or just dial pound 250 and say Cunning Dental. San Diego this weekend, Cunning Dental. Certain restrictions.
This hour of KFI is brought to you by AT&T. If more news is your thing, AT&T wants to give you more for your listening experience thing at the AT&T Sound Studio. Visit your local AT&T store and find out how you can get a smartphone on them. AT&T, more for your thing. That's our thing.
Repairs, towing, wasted time. Your car's an expensive headache. At this point, that stupid thing owes you money. Let LemonLawBoss.com put California's super tough lemon laws to work for you, so you get the refund or replacement you deserve. It's so easy. As few as 2 visits to a repair facility can qualify a car as a lemon. Win or lose, you'll never get a bill. Don't wait. For a fast and free case evaluation, visit lemonlawboss.com right now.
lemonlawboss.com. We get you paid.
Hey, the kids are going back to school. That's usually good news, but do you dread the new school year because your child's academic struggles will just start over again? The Drake Institute can help. Hi, it's Dr. Wendy Walsh. Let's reframe this. Every new school year is a new beginning, a fresh start, a chance for you to be a proactive parent and make things better for your child. Call the Drake Institute of Behavioral Medicine today for their non-drug treatment program for ADD, ADHD, and high-functioning autism. Drake can help your child improve their capabilities and self-confidence, and they do it all without drugs. Be the kind of parent who calls the Drake Institute at the beginning of the school year. Proactive parents all over Los Angeles, get on this. They solve their child's academic struggles once and for all. If your child is in crisis or underachieving, pick up the phone and call the Drake Institute for a professional consultation at no charge. That's 800-700-4233, 800-700-4233, or visit drakeinstitute.com.
Adam Tickets is a proud sponsor of Street Food Cinema. LA's original outdoor movie experience is going on now. Great movies, food trucks, and live music every Saturday night. You can experience your favorite movie on a 52-foot screen at Street Food Cinema. Buy tickets now at streetfoodcinema.com.
Ready to switch to a better way of banking? SDCCU.com has over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide. That's more than the big banks. Get free checking with e-statements at SDCCU.com today. And with the mobile banking app, you can deposit checks right from your smartphone. It's easy. SDCCU. It's not big bank banking, it's better. Message and data rates may apply. Federally insured by NCUA. For details, call them 877-SDCCU for you or visit them online. It's SDCCU.com.
True fear comes from within at Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. For the first time ever, enter the upside-down world of the Netflix original Stranger Things. Then survive the haunted horrors within Poltergeist and Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Event open select nights now through November 3rd. Buy online and save up to $28 at UniversalStudiosHollywood.com. Restrictions apply. Event not recommended for children under 13.
Hey folks, Dierks Bentley here. If you've seen one of my concerts, you know I'm all about energy. Performing, recording, traveling, being a husband and a father, it's a busy life, and I need to be 100% every day. So when my battery starts running low, I grab a sugar-free, vitamin-packed 5-hour energy shot. It tastes great, and it gets me back to 100% fast. Try it. It could work for your busy life too. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com.
Hey, you wanted to see me?
Jack, legal has some concerns about the new Jack in the Box marketing campaign.
Why? It just says my teriyaki bowls are better than ever, with your choice of steak or chicken, plus veggies and white or brown rice covered in our teriyaki sauce. And then everyone's gonna love my bowls.
Right. You can't say that last part.
So I can't talk about my sweet bowls?
No.
Can I say my bowls are meaty?
Absolutely not.
But I already put up the billboard that says enjoy my bowls.
Oh, no.
Try my teriyaki bowls, only at Jack in the Box. Limited time only at participating restaurants.
So their doctors are there? Yeah. They meet with you, show you results photos. I mean, don't you want to look years younger naturally without surgery or anesthesia? Of course. Who doesn't? And get it done in one procedure? My face and neck keep getting firmer and tighter, and I had it months ago.
Okay, Miss Liftique. I'll come. When is it?
Liftique's Lunch and Learn is Saturday, October 6th at 10:30 in Irvine at the Hilton Hotel Irvine Spectrum. The other is Sunday, October 7th at 10:30 at the Hyatt Regency in Westlake. To register or RSVP, call 800-950-8000. That's 800-950-8000 or at liftique.com.
Liftique.
Gary and Shannon. That's us.
Mm-hmm.
Weekdays at 10 a.m. on KFI.
KFI AM 640, it's Conway Show.
That fire's still burning in Glacelle Park.
I can hear Sharon yelling from inside this soundproof booth.
Yeah.
What is she yelling about?
She took a couple days off, so she's a little hyper.
No, I was like excited about our next guest.
Yeah, we got a great guest. Familiar with everybody on the program.
Who's the next guest?
He's been on with us before. Ladies and gentlemen, Mondo, how are you, sir?
Doing great.
Thank you. Too kind.
Mondo entered the guacamole contest 4 years ago at LA County Fair and lost your first year. Is that right?
No, that's incorrect.
But you won your first year.
I won my first year. I entered the first time.
Oh, no, in San Diego you lost, but you won the first year at LA County Fair. You won the second year at LA County Fair last year in 2017. So the contest was yesterday at the LA County Fair for the best guacamole in all of LA County. How did you do?
I took it down and I reigned supreme.
Yes! Winning! 3 years in a row, Mondo has won the guacamole contest, the perfect guacamole and salsa dip contest. And it's the perfect salsa and perfect guacamole. And he has won. The competition was yesterday at 3 o'clock, judging at 4 o'clock. And I didn't know this, but the criteria is the taste. The overall taste is 40%. Originality and creativity is 30%. Appearance is 20%. And ease of preparation is 10%. How do they figure the ease of preparation?
I think depending on how many ingredients you have, if it looks complicated enough, because you have to give them a rough recipe of what goes in it. So if there's a lot of ingredients in it, then they can understand that it takes a lot of time to make it.
But you didn't have to give them your secret recipe, did you?
No. I just gave them the basics of it.
Okay, the broad strokes.
The broad strokes.
But you had to be on top of this because the deadline to enter the contest was late July. Isn't that right?
Yeah. Well, I get an email. Ever since my first year, I get an email saying, "Hey, don't forget to enter." So.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
And how many people entered this year? Do you have any idea?
I believe it was about 15 to 20 people that entered this year.
That's amazing. Well, the first year you got a blue ribbon and a $25 check. What was the prize this year?
This year was this year was the first year that the LA County Fair had a theme. The theme this year was Route 66. So I got a custom Route 66 Fair blue ribbon and a Route 66 Fair apron and $75.
$75?
Yeah.
What'd you do
You
with
would
it?
think there'd be $66.
Yeah.
Drop the ball.
That's great. What'd you do with the dough? Last time you blew it all on lottery tickets.
I didn't go to lottery tickets. I was thinking about it, but I wanted to save it. I think I might spend it as a try.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll show you how to double
You
that.
can show me how to double it, yeah.
Ah, you bet. We'll turn that into, $150 in no time. But I don't know, maybe you buy yourself a sack of weed. I don't know,
Maybe celebration. But if I double it up, then I can buy even a bigger sack of weed.
Right. Were you nervous this time around?
Yes, I always get nervous. I get nervous right when they start to taste them. So when I see the judges, when the judges first appear, I get a little nervous, and then when I see them make their way to each category, each plate, I get nervous. And when they get to guacamole, I get really nervous, really shaky. And they announce guacamole last, so it's very.
Oh man! So what were the judges like? Were they Hispanic, white, black, Asian, Native American?
They had, I believe it was 3 white judges and 1 female Hispanic judge.
Oh, okay. Well, if you lost, you could have gone that route too.
I could have, yeah.
Whitey got you. But that's fantastic, buddy. I don't understand for the life of me why a big restaurant chain or a big store hasn't contacted you where you win the best guacamole of the year of the LA County Fair, which is a very prestigious award, and 3 years in a row, and yet nobody's banging your door down.
I know, it's kind of odd. Maybe
It's
they don't
crazy.
know my email. You can find me at Gmail, imakeguacamole@gmail.com.
imakeguacamole@gmail.com.
Huge shout out.
We've had a lot of people ask when you might go on another sales tour. Because you tried that, I think it was earlier this year or last year?
Yeah, with
earlier this year. It was during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so there was a couple of people who didn't quite get their guac. Are they still on the list the next time you make that round?
Yes, they are. They're on the top of my list.
Yeah, you were going to travel around and give everybody their guac, but there was some kind of sleeping issue.
Yeah, it was. It was rough. I had a lot of orders. It was just me making it. I was driving around in my avocado costume. I got pulled over by the cop. And,
You really got pulled over in the avocado outfit?
I did. I really did. And the cop asked me if I was drunk. I said, no, I'm just delivering guacamole. He looks at me and he says, oh, yeah, because you're dressed like an avocado. That makes sense.
Who pulled you over, Highway Patrol or LAPD?
I think it was Burbank.
Oh, Burbank. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Ooh, they stepped you quick.
Yeah.
Ooh, they do, man. You drive
That
through
avocado
Burbank.
was almost
But
toast.
they didn't
Yep.
know who he was?
I don't know, man.
Wow.
I don't know if I could help you out there.
He's in his avocado.
Right.
If he wasn't dressed as an avocado, they led one look. And, oh, it's Mondo.
Do you decorate the car, or is it just the body?
Just the body, but maybe next year I might paint the crane.
Yeah, avocado.
Ah,
that's
there
very
we go.
clever.
Yeah.
good.
Well, that's great, buddy. Congratulations. Maybe you start a what is that? Kicker fund
Kickstarter. Yeah,
Kickstarter.
That might be the next step. Just a Kickstarter and try to figure out where to go from there, how to deliver it. What's the best way to deliver my guacamole? Either a pickup locations, maybe pop-ups, or delivery. Got to figure that out. Also, I want to give huge shout-outs to everybody that showed up. A lot of listeners showed up with support. It was really cool. It was really nice to see. I'm very thankful for that.
You know, I was going to go out there, but if you would have lost, you would have always blamed me for the failure.
I probably would have.
Yeah, so I didn't want that. Right, but that is so great, buddy. I can't believe. I mean, I can believe it because it's the best guacamole. But what did you overhear one of the judges saying?
Oh, so when they tasted it, word is one of the judges said "wow" after the first bite, and then later when we were able to go get our guac and our tacos and everything, one of the judges told me that they couldn't stop eating it. It was so good.
Yeah, that's fantastic, man. All right, well, this is going to be the year. 2018 and 2019 is going to be the year of Mondo's guac. You're going to be a millionaire, bub.
I hope so.
Yeah, and then you don't have to come here anymore.
Well, I'll still show up once in a while.
Oh.
Whoa.
All right, let's Bellio, please.
Sorry.
He's jumping up and down. All right, buddy, that's fantastic news. I heard you talk about a little bit on the Fork Reporter on that show, and let's move forward and see if somebody can help you out here, because you have the best guacamole in L.A. County for 3 years in a row. That's huge. Has anyone ever won it? Has anyone ever won it 3 years in a row?
No. When I went up there, they said one of the judges said, I don't think it's ever happened before where we have a three-peat.
That's amazing. That really is. All right, man.
Ding dong with that 3-peat.
Yeah, ding dong with you.
I'm guessing that there are probably not many who've won 3 years in a row in any of the food competitions, any of the culinary competitions, let alone guac.
You're right. It's impossible to do because there's different judges every year. All right, buddy. Congratulations. We'll see you here tomorrow.
All right. Thank you so
All
much.
right. See you, bub. Take care. There he goes. Guacamole Mondo, 3 years in a row.
Speaking
We're live.
quietly from the green room at Kimmel.
Yeah, more now with Bender.
Santa Monica has started pushing the pedals on a new pilot program rolling out bicycles and scooters. Deputy City Manager Anush Gupta says Jump, Bird, Lime, and Lyft will be scattered around town.
We'll be working closely with all of them to ensure that we have safe operations, manageable parking, and a real dynamic partnership.
The pilot program will run for 16 months. Gupta says it will be considered a success if a lot of people use the bikes and scooters without a big increase in injuries. A large plume of smoke seen for miles in and around El Segundo was an unplanned event.
A power failure in a process unit at the Chevron refinery caused the flame and smoke people could see. Rod Spackman, Chevron's manager of public affairs, says power outage emergency protocol is to shut down the unit and evacuate the fuel gas.
It ends up being consumed in a elevated safety flare. And there's a lot of material that goes into that flare in a very short period of time.
He says that's to make sure the natural gas-like material is not released unsafely into the atmosphere. Spackman says at no point was there any danger to employees or the public. Corbin Carson, KFI News.
Immigrants' rights groups in L.A. have filed a federal lawsuit to find out why there's a growing backlog of citizenship applications. More than 750,000 are pending nationwide, including more than 130K in California. Ben Monteroso represents a local Hispanic coalition and says the backlog is keeping immigrants away from the polls in November.
I have news for you. We just can only delay us, but we're not going to stop building our political power.
Citizenship applications are also backed up in Arizona, Colorado, Texas, and Florida. Traffic from the helpful SoCal Honda Traffic Center. Crash on the 91 in Cerritos.
Westbound side before you get to the 605. Looks like the right 3 lanes have been shut down. Traffic is really heavy already as they're coming away from just about Carmenita. Also some slowing off and on the eastbound side as they're heading out of the Carson area from Avalon. Looks like if you're heading into